So this is when you know the speaker is seized up. And the new one. Old one. And it stinks. About to get 2 shots, prescription, and referred to a neurosurgeon or a spine specialist. Just never.
What's up, it's your boy Daverse Official, back again with another video. And in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little sample of the system, part 2. So anyways, yeah, I went ahead and got done with the whole doctor's visit, the urgent care and all that. I'm really sick and tired of dealing with this whole pinched nerve ordeal. More medication, more prescriptions. It's exhausting. But anyways, on to the next note. I typically face my speaker boxes towards the trunk in most ported boxes that I build, and they usually hit harder, but the only downfall is that you deal with a lot of trunk rattle, and I typically don't care for that. I like my stuff to sound clean, hear the words, and be able to hit really hard. Usually when I face them inside the cabin, they don't really hit hard unless you build like a specific custom type of speaker box. But with the 4th order, since I've had it done, I've had it facing towards the trunk, and it's been hitting hard. And I was like, let me just go ahead and trial and error with this like I usually do and flip it over. I flipped it over facing in the cabin, and blown away. This junk hits like 2 times as hard facing in here. So I don't know what it is, but this 4th order facing inside the cabin, you feel every bass note. And I was smiling ear to ear when I heard this. Like, it's crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little samples. It's not gonna be crazy bass, like, because I'm still breaking in the subwoofer. It's only getting maybe right now about 500 watts at most right now, because I'm still breaking in the subwoofer. When I even push a little more, then I start smelling the voice coil starting to heat up or whatever. But yeah, it's only getting about 500 watts right now. So the sample that you guys are going to get is maybe 450 to 500 watts. Not even pushing it to its full potential. It can take 1500, maybe even more. I've seen people put 2000 watts on these X12s. But yeah, so let's get into this, give you guys a little sample demo. So here's what it looks like with it facing inside of the cabin. Just have a regular default breathing pattern on here. I usually just customize my patterns, but just went ahead and went with this one for the video. Swallows inside the feet. Excuse the mess. I got a vacuum the car, it's real dirty. Just have it on the breathe pattern as well as for the feet. Then outside of the car, just have this fixed rainbow. From the front of the car, you can see the lights right now, and that's not cool.
bitch won't ride it. Told a bitch don't get out her body. Get right beside me. I'ma get in that thing, get it sliding.
Yeah. Back up in it, yeah, you know I never stop. Step up in this like I'm dancing with the stars. Keep on holding the applause. Man, you know I gotta do this for my Lord. Hold up, my God always on time. Devil get behind now. In my zone, this their time, yeah, just check the signs, yeah. Man, I been in this grind since that 99, yeah. Work it out, yeah, put my name, huh. You no quiero fama, huh. Me no want no fame, huh. You don't know my pain, what I've been through up in my brain. I don't wanna chase them chains, I don't wanna work in vain. I ain't got time for games. I don't waste no time, I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time, I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time, I don't waste no time. Why you chasing paper, man, I'm on my grind. Paper chasing paper, yeah. Paper chasing paper, yeah. Nah, paper chasing paper, yeah. Paper chasing paper, yeah. Work to die, yeah, die to work. So you scared, then just be the church.
That's right.
Man, this world is they trying to flirt. Yeah, rather eat some dirt, man, I felt that hurt. I don't waste my shine, this is dinner time. Making sure my fam meeting, you best know I'm getting mine. Every season I'm defeating, yeah. All the devil's lies, trying to hold me back, but I roll divine, one of a kind, yeah. I am the #1 challenger, watch how my God gonna handle you. Sorry you don't got the stamina, pray when I'm preaching in Panama. Right to behind all the cameras, baptized like I'm John, yeah. Holy Spirit wash, yeah. It's that God in me, that's the reason that I floss. I don't waste no time, I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time, I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time, I don't waste no time. Why you chasing paper, man, I'm on my grind. Paper chasing paper, yeah. Nah, paper chasing paper, yeah. Nah, paper chasing paper, yeah. Nah, paper chasing paper, yeah. One life you won't take mine from me. Two things I don't waste, time or money. Pain on the brain, drink it down, y'all rummy. Tryna puff away the pain, but you wrapped up like a mummy. Me, I'm working these minutes, I get left forever with every endeavor. Working on wisdom, yo, that's my vendetta. They watching my moves, I know they won't let up. Snapchat me.
Warning, heavy bass test by different Kevin. 3, 2, 1. Maximum bass activated.
So a little update. Facing the box towards the trunk in the position that I had it originally hit pretty hard. Then facing it into the cabin hit harder than that. But turning it back the direction of the trunk and damn near taking up my whole trunk, but putting the box even closer towards the trunk allows for all the bass sound to project off the trunk and back in the car. The reason I had it up back here to my amp rack was just so my amp rack would breathe, which I'm gonna probably think of a design for that. But the sound wasn't able to go back in the trunk from here. It was only going in from here, so it's causing a lot more trunk rattle from there. And there's where the sound is able to barely go into the cabin. So most of the bass is just stuck within this area of the trunk. But scooting it forward allows all the sound to come inside of the cabin now. And I feel this even more in my chest. It's crazy. So I'm gonna have to think of another way or another design for my amp rack. But yeah, if you guys are planning on building or customizing any type of box, having it further towards the back, facing this way and not going into the cabin, you're gonna be disappointed. So just whatever you do, bring it in here or make your box where it's basically short enough to allow it to go back in the cabin. All of this area right there, all of that. And yeah, you'll thank me later. But yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, see you in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. Got more updates coming soon, especially after what I just said about redesigning another amp rack, which I'm tired of doing this, but man, I don't have the strength to do this right now, so I'm good with it just sitting up here right now looking kind of ghetto, covering up my amp rack. But only when I'm bassing and basically showing off, I'll move it up to this area, but I'm going to originally just put it back where it was in that area. That way you can see the amp rack and the speaker. So see you guys in the next one. Also, another side note is that I have the trunk basically sealed off pretty good. I know usually in all cars they have like these rubber grommets up here and down here for the most part in all 4 points, or somewhere back up in here on this car, basically to stop like from trunk having vibration and rattle and all that. So what I did is I adjusted this right here that locks on the trunk, adjusted it up so it's a little harder to slam the trunk down, but it prevents that. Also, I lined this up with weather seal all across to prevent more rattle. And then I also installed kill mat. Took off everything in the car, installed kill mat in there, kill mat down inside of my wheel well as well, all in the top dash in the rear, under and above, and just try to seal it off. So now even to try to close my trunk, it won't close like this. You have to really slam it, and see I'm slamming it hard. So I made it to where it's like that so I have less trunk rattle and more sound stays in the car and projects out, as opposed to just projecting out of the car. And also as well, when people hear the rattle, any rattle that I do have, like in that sample clip, inside of your trunk you have this vent that's right here that has these rubber flaps, and that prevents basically your ears popping. So if anybody didn't know, if you seal that off, because I thought about doing that myself, but what that does is basically when you close your trunk, say you're inside of your car and you close your trunk, if you're inside the car, it's going to make your ears pop. It just gives a lot of pressure, so it relieves that. So I'll give you a sample now. If I open up my back door and I close this, the trunk's going to lift up. See, that's the pressure that goes up. So you just imagine if you're inside the car and that pressure's in your ear, it's like you driving through the mountains or whatever. So anyways, yeah, that's what that is. So appreciate you guys checking out the video. I know I said appreciate you checking it out in the last one, but the clip wasn't done. So yeah, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification for updates, and see you guys in the next one. So yeah, you gotta sign it like this.
I gotta live my life though, always slipping, sometimes tripping on obstacles.